We're live in the poker room, and I'm Pakman James, and today my guest is
Jerren Keith, a.k.a. SJ, on point.
Well, don't forget Soldier J.
Soldier J. Whew, that's the beginning.
That's the beginning.
The very beginning.
Well, let's take it to the beginning.
Let's go to the beginning, bro.
Give the world who don't know. You don't need an introduction, but give them an introduction.
Well, number one, I'm from Exit 11, Sunset, Greater, you know what I mean? I've been doing music for at least 20 plus. And just grinding, man. Grinding, man. I'm a hard worker, humble. Everybody that know, but, you know, for the ones that don't know, I work.
Right. Most definitely a hard worker.
Work.
Get the job done.
Get it done, man.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned Exit 11 is where you're from.
Right.
That's where I'm from, too.
Right.
Exit 11, born and raised on the legendary Durio Street, for those who don't know.
Durio.
Now with Exit 11, like I said, would you consider Exit 11 being Sunset, Grand Coteau? You might as well throw Kington in it, Bellevue, Louisville.
Yeah, man. I mean, we all family. We all went to the same school, basically. So, and it made sense. You know what I mean? We family at the end of the day. We all family. We've been, like, why not? We need a name.
We do.
It's too many names.
Too many names.
That's too many names, man.
And speaking of family, let's go ahead and start it up with Family Ties.
Oh, shit. That's where we're going, all right? Family Ties. That was in 06, 07. And that's with Durio family. That's my first, I was our first album that we ever did with original beats. We pressed it up the old school way. We did artwork. We had DJ Titanic produced on it.
Okay.
We have Six Rings produced on it. J Star produced on it. He was producing. Star was producing, man, and we was just working, bro. We did that. We pushed that for years, and that's what taught me how to put a solid project out, and be able to, you know what I mean, put it to the masses. Yeah, bro.
And that most definitely was a solid project.
Solid.
Now after that, was it any more projects with all members? After Family Ties?
Family Ties was the last one we did, because before Family Ties, we did mixtapes.
Right.
So we was on mixtape. We did mixtapes since 98. From 98 to 05, like 05, 06, we did mixtapes, and we was dropping them. Like, record ourselves, mix it ourselves, master it ourselves, bro, and we ran like that until we say, okay, it's time to do an album with the whole group, and that was the start.
Now, was that the DAT days, or that was after?
That was after the DAT days, because we signed. Well, we was about to sign with DAT. We got a project that set on with DAT that never got released.
It was all we
was all waiting on it, but I mean, it never came out. But that was the first. That would have been the first original album, but it didn't work out. So then we ended up doing our own album ourselves, and we went just made it happen. Yeah, bro.
Definitely made it happen.
Yeah, we made it happen.
Now, the producers on those albums, that was the Case Jones days, or
that was
Stig on Point?
No, that was right before Casey. We knew Casey at the time, but Casey was an artist too. Casey was doing this thing, but we had like I said, we had Fade Beats. He's now Six Rings Productions.
Okay.
And Star and DJ Titanic, and that's who did that album right there, production wise. And we had no features. No features. Well, we was deep though, man. We ain't need nothing.
No, not one. Not one.
Nothing, man.
Not one.
We ain't need nothing.
Now you can get started, put his fingers on the keys again.
He writing, like he doing a lot of he ghostwrite.
Okay. He
goes writing. I don't think he gonna do that though. Ain't his thing. I mean, he could do it, but that's not his focus. He like, you know what I mean?
Right.
He'll write for somebody else. Well, think for somebody else. You know he don't write. He don't write. But that's what he. I don't think he'll do beats ever again. I don't believe. I'd be shocked, but maybe, man.
Speak on when it was time when y'all exploded with Guerrillaville. Because I'm trying to follow the time period.
And you right on time though, because right after Family Ties, we Durio, just me and Black Magic and Star kept doing music.
Shout out Black Magic.
We kept doing it, and me and Black Magic did a mixtape together. That was Tired of Talking. We did that. That was the first release that we did with Guerrillaville. We hooked up with K Chill, and K Chill had Kick Do Inc. That was the name of it. And then we went by K Chill, and we was like, bro, man, let's do something. K Chill had just did an album with Stig called Guerrillaville, and when he was like, bro, just call it Guerrillaville. So when he did Guerrillaville, Titanic was K Chill #1 producer.
Okay.
We was K Chill my dog, and we've been rocking with him. So then he brought in Get Live, and he brought in AJ and Young R, and he brought in Wild Out Boys, and Casey Jones was already affiliated with us, and he was affiliated with Titanic. So and we made that happen, and that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. Like that took me to the club. You know what I mean? I never did club music. But with Kid Chill, Titanic, Get Live, I'm like, shit, what I'm gonna do? So I went in, I went to the club too. You know what I mean? I went to the club too, bro.
And that was the Juneteenth days in Ville Platte. That was definitely like our Freaknik back in those days.
Bro.
You know?
Yeah, bro, I forgot about that, man. Hey,
don't forget about that.
Hey, look, you know what's the crazy part about it? That was Durio went to Juneteenth before we went to Guerrillaville. We went to Juneteenth, bro. We get out there, man. We signing autographs. I'm like, oh shit, we made it. We made it. But I mean, you know, it was love, bro. It was a lot of love out there, man. Shout out Ville Platte, man.
Now, what came after that whole process?
After Guerrillaville, Black Magic stopped. It was me and Star still running. Star started doing a lot with him and Casey started working on some stuff, and then I went back by myself and I did my Star in the Making mixtape.
Okay. Me
and Dobie. And K-Chill hosted. And we did that. I put that out. We flooded the streets with it and it got a good buzz. And then in the midst of all that, I was still in Stig ear because Stig hadn't made a beat in years, right? So I'm like, bro, I baited him in. I'm like, man, because you do hooks.
Okay.
I baited him in. I'm like, hey, bro, man, let me get a hook. He's like, because he had been out of it.
Okay.
I don't want to mess with it. Like, man, let me get a hook, man. He come do a hook. I got it. Yeah, I got it. You know, like he did the hook. All right, now he started making beats again. And then that's when I hooked back up with On Point, me, Stig, and DAT.
The reunion. How was it this time around?
It was real, bro. That's where I learned how to be an artist, though. I mean, I had DAT. D been in the game for years. Stig was in the game for years. And they taught me how to be myself, you know what I mean? Because in you know, all the other years, I was like, you hear music, like, all right, I need to make a club song. I need to make this. I need to make that. I wasn't being authentic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So after I did that, I'm like, okay, cool. We being around them, they like, bro, just be yourself, man. Do you. And that's what taught me how to like, and then we dropped the IMSJ album.
Okay.
That was in 14.
Okay, I remember that one.
And me and Stig hit the road with that. Like, that was my first time really, like, okay, I got something. Man, we went from here to Atlanta, Mississippi, Houston. We was on the go.
I seen.
We was on the go, bro. And then D was in Atlanta already, too. And he had the studio, so we was going out there, record, come back here, we go. You know what I mean? So that's that process taught me how to be an artist, like a true artist. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part about it. Every stage, I changed my name. So
what a growth.
That was the growth. But I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I started off Soldier J with Durio and Guerrillaville. And then I'm like, Soldier J is so, yeah, I mean, you know.
Right.
So, and that Soldier Boy had just came out. I'm like, man, I can't do this, man. You know, and the Soldier J come from my pops. You know what I mean?
Right.
And my brother. So I just mixed that together, and that was me. So after that, I'm like, all right, I went to SJ.
And not to cut you off, today's your dad's birthday.
Today's my dad's birthday, bro.
Well, happy birthday
to your dad. Yeah, happy birthday, man.
On Martin Luther King's birthday.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
You know what type of man that is. You know what type of man that was.
Yeah, right. And he, honestly, that was supposed to be my manager, bro. Like, he don't pass when he passed. Because he was doing a lot of stuff with Durio on the slick. Like, he was...
Okay.
He was, like, our talent shows. He was like, man, them boys can do something. So... He was pushing us because we was recording in his house.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he had to learn to love it. He like, they might have something. So let's kind of get behind him. But then when he passed, you know, but then I think he really would have been my manager.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? But then back to the story. I went from Soldier J to SJ, and the reason why I added the On Point thing was because I could never find my music on Apple and iTunes and all that. Because when I put SJ, everything would pop up. I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna figure this out to be able to, you know what I mean, to find me? Because that's key.
You want the fans to type in your name and just
go
shoot
straight to me.
Yeah.
So what I did was I said, well, I'm gonna just use I
had that problem too with my name.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my Instagram handle and just put S_JY On Point as the name. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's a lot, but it was working. You know what I mean? I did that up until last year. Man.
It worked.
Yeah, man.
And that's all right. We're gonna leave from that time, and we're gonna start off with come right back on to So Exit 11.
At the same time, Stig DT. What it was? It was Eske. Matter of fact, shout out to Eske. That's his clothing line right here.
Shout out to
Eske. He talented, man. Like
yes,
hands down. So his brother Martin was doing a song. He wanted to do something for Exit 11. You know what I mean? So he hit up Stig, he hit up Poos, he hit up me, he hit up Eske. He's like, bro, let's do something. So he did the Exit 11 thing, and that was the first video we shot in the hood. It's like, man, okay. But we ain't that was on his project, so I was just like a feature on that one. So, you know, I just did my part and kept it moving.
Your part was big.
Big.
What did you think the So Exit 11 song done for the Exit?
Bro, it did big, because look, I remember after we did that, I would go to the club like, hey, yo, you old boy that's on that Exit 11 song. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it gave me some new fans, you know what I mean? It gave me some new fans, and I took it and ran with it. I ran with it, bro.
That's how it be.
That's how it be.
You know.
That's how it be.
And you come from the streaming era. Do you feel the CD era was golden and a whole lot better than the streaming era? Or?
It's easier, bro, but it take away it's harder to touch the people when it comes to streaming. Like, in the beginning, up until I didn't put IMSJ, and this was in 2014 on streaming platforms until like maybe a year after that. So like 15, 16. From 14 all back, we had like that piff where we was putting mixtapes, but I was hand to hand, like pressing up CDs. I was going to this city, going to that city, and look, hand them CDs. And it was hard because, I mean, you got to be real with it, because some people going to take your CD and throw it on the ground. But you got to be able to accept that as an artist.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's still going to get looked at.
That's
how I look. That's how
I mean, you pick it up. Recycle it. Somebody going to like it. That's how I always thought about it. So I pick it up. The next person going to jam it. That's just what it was. Man.
From Soldier J, how would you market your music nowadays?
Like as Soldier J?
No, not as Soldier J. As
who I am now.
Yeah, Jerren Keith.
How would I market my music? Like, I mean,
to stay relevant.
I mean,
and as profitable.
As the CD days. I would still do I would do postcards with the QR codes on it.
Okay.
I would do that. And just keep streaming and keep dropping, man. I mean, that's where we at now. It's like, long as you stay true to yourself and you be consistent, it's gonna work out. Like, you gotta find what you want out of it, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I learned all these years. Like, you gotta find what you want out of it, and then you can't say that. You can say you made it whenever you feel you accomplished what you wanted. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Because making it is on different levels.
Yeah,
like, you know, if I make it here, I'm like, oh, I'm good. You know,
yeah,
so people be like, oh, I gotta make it all the way.
Yeah, I mean, you find your spot get there, and be happy about it.
Yep. Now it brings us to the Exit 11 mixtape.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Exit 11.
Woo, shit, I forgot about that.
How could you forget about that?
Hey, bro, I did that for a reason, man. I was like, I know I never had the opportunity to be put on certain mixtapes by certain artists, so I was like, all right, cool. Being from where I'm from, we didn't have too many rappers. You know, we had 630, we had Lotto, we had not too many. So I'm like, okay, I want to do something for where we at. I'm going to reach back to all the youngsters and put them on and use my platform to hopefully gain them some fans, you know what I mean? And it worked. So, I mean, that was dope, bro. I really liked it. I really enjoyed that, man. The whole process of it was dope. And I had got 630 to host it.
That was it was
you know
beautiful.
what I mean? I always wanted to do that, bro. Cause that came back to like with my pops. That's what pushed him to want to push us. Cause when 630 was on BET, he was excited. Like, man, he from here. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, that was dope.
Can you give us another one? Welcome to Exit 11 Part 2, Volume 2. The saga continue to return. Something.
I'm thinking about it, bro. But like right now, bro, like I think Kill got the torch. You know what I mean? Like I can see him doing something serious. You know what I mean? So, and me and him been
Shout out
talking.
Kill.
Yeah, shout out Kill, man. Me and him been talking. I want to see him win. You know what I mean? I want to see him win.
Right.
I want to see him win.
That's real.
Yeah, bro.
That's real. Well, please give us another Volume 2. You know? It still have talent.
Yeah, bro. Trail, another one. I definitely want to see him win too. We deep.
Shout out LMF Trail.
We deep, bro.
That's what I said. You definitely can put another one out, and it'll be appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will turn the blodge out of that.
Nah.
Everybody will be happy to get on it. Then came Trill Society.
Yeah, you're right.
Now with Trill Society, you launched the famous Trill Society sweatshirt.
I did the merch, and we did the label. The label's still there. We just trying to figure out how we want to do it, or what avenue we want to go with it. Like that's me and Star, right? So and Casey producing. Casey is the OG for us.
Okay.
Casey is my OG. You know what I mean? So we want Trill Society to be like that platform for up and coming artists to, you know what I mean, to put them on. That was the Exit 11 mixtape was the start of Trill Society. So it all go together, man.
Okay.
So, you know, we gonna do some more Trill Society stuff though, because that's still there. You know what I mean? That's still there.
And after that, you flowed right into one of my favorites. The Streets Don't Love Me.
Man, bro. Man, I was talking to me and Stig was talking about this. I went meet him in Memphis, and that whole album is my best work to date. You know what I mean? Because I that was like basically From Me to You was from 98 up until I dropped that in 19. That was all those years and all of those experiences that made that project. And the Streets, I never slept on it. I'm still not sleeping on that song because it's not going to die. You know what I mean? So I may release something, a video or something. Or I really want to do a movie behind it.
Okay, short film.
You know what I mean? And I've been dibbling in that a little bit.
Okay.
Like, I'm doing a lot, man. Like
I know you are. That's why you're here.
I'm doing a lot, like behind the scenes and music. I'm into writing a book right now too. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that.
Okay.
The movie thing, of course. You know, I might be jumping the gun. We got the studio. You know what I mean? We got the academy we doing too for kids. Like music academy where we teaching younger kids like the ages 8 to 17. Come to the studio and we teach them music production, songwriting, the business.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's what we're working on right now.
What would the book be about?
The book, it was called Talented but Flawed. You know what I mean? And the book would be about my life in a sense, but I'm the way it's gonna come out as is you be able to relate to it when it comes to understanding that I could be talented, but I have my flaws. I could accept it. You know what I mean? And that's the message behind the book. Like you talented, but you got to accept your flaws to be talented. You know what I mean?
Okay, understand.
So, yeah, that's the goal for the book, and I want to do a movie behind The Streets Don't Love You, and then I have this song that was on the IMSJ called Victoria's Secret.
Is that the one with you and your wife?
No. Victoria's Secret was another storytelling song, and I've been writing that script to. I want to do something with that too.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, after Streets Don't Love Me, you did do a duet.
Oh, with Crystal C.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's ain't no stopping us.
Okay.
Crystal C, bro. Like, she's so talented, man, and our chemistry was great from A1. Like, I mean, great from the start. You know what I mean? And like I remember seeing her. She was on Facebook, and I'm just watching her. She's singing. I'm like, man, chick could sing. Right, so I reached out to her. I wrote the hook, but I did it on a voice memo. Like, I can't sing. But I sent it to her, like, look, this is the hook. And she's like, oh, let's do it. She come to the studio. We dropped it. I mean, she did what she had to do. We dropped it. And that matter of fact, that song, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that song got the most streams like ever for me.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. You started the Free Kells movement. Everybody was doing it, you know. Free Kells. We'd like to see you home to your family in one piece. We screaming Free Kells.
It's almost over.
But you was the first one I seen that really embraced it and was pushing the Free Kells movement.
Right. Well, I mean, that's Fam. So, and before Fam got in his situation, like, he was always supporting everything that I did.
Okay.
So I felt like, man, you know what I mean? He at his lowest point. I'm not going to let him feel down. You know what I mean? There's no way. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I stayed with him till this day. Like, it's not going to stop till he come home. And then when he come home, that's when that's when it's really going to be important. You know what I mean? So to get him to where he need to be. You know what I mean? And me and him talk all the time. And he get the music. I was so happy when he could finally hear the music.
Okay.
Because like I hit him. He hit me up one day. I answered the phone. He just started rapping my verse. I'm like, you finally heard it, huh? Like, I've been screaming this since, like, you finally get to embrace it, you know what I mean? And it felt good, man.
And not to cut you off, how important is it that people incarcerated can get the music? That was on JP, huh?
JP.
It was on JP.
Every artist need that, like, because, you know.
We need that, Carter. We need the poker room on JP.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's where all the prisoners get to listen to, inmates get to listen to podcasts, music, you know what I mean? And that's so heavy because they word mean a lot to a lot of people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just because they away and, you know what I mean, whatever the situation is, like, if they vouch for it, like, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised, like, you be somewhere else, and like, man, my cousin from this.
Yeah.
Because it travels.
Yeah, it travel. Yeah, it travel in there.
It travel.
If it's one thing in there, is if it's quality,
it's going to travel.
And it's good information, it's going to travel. Oh, yeah. And beneficial.
So what is it? It's like an app or something that they can access or a website?
They have like tablets.
Oh, okay.
They have tablets and they could download music, whatever, podcast, streaming, you know what I mean? And like,
but it's only off a certain app.
It's a certain app, yeah. So it's a certain app that you got to get to it. But I think maybe it might have changed at this point because you got so much, like, music, we use like DistroKid. So DistroKid distribute to the JP and all that stuff, man. So
yep, that's what it was.
And they got so many sites now. So I mean, ain't no telling what they got now.
There ain't no telling. You right.
No, man.
You are absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
But the real want to know, where is Big A on point?
Big A? He been quiet, man, but I've been trying to get him out of retirement.
Okay.
He kind of laid low with it, but like, picture that was me and Big A and Stig. That's that same on point era where, bro, I had my personal photographer, I had a producer, engineer. Bro, we kept that going, and our relationship is still A1. Like that's the thing about me. Every relationship I was in, musically, outside of music, since the beginning, I'm still cool with every last person. You know what I mean? If I call, like, K-Chill hit me up yesterday, bro.
Uncle K-Chill?
Uncle K-Chill. Uncle K-Chill.
Uncle, we got to have you on the podcast. Don't stop playing.
Bro, like he hit me up because he like, hey, man, get off your ass. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? Because he know what it is. Like, me and him done traveled all across Southwest. And, like, that's when he was doing music heavy. And that's why I learned. I was a little understudy with him. I'm watching him do shows, and that's what taught me how to perform. You know what I mean? Seeing him do shows everywhere. You know what I mean? So like I say, like, every relationship, K-Chill, the Guerrillaville days, Get Loud, I'm still cool with them bars. Durio, of course. On point, like, it's just a phone call. You know what I mean? And everybody else that I work with in between time, like, you know? Yeah, bro.
Well, I tell you who need a little bit of working. Mm-hmm. Your Raiders. I know you're a beloved Raiders fan. How you feel the Raiders not in the playoffs?
Jesus.
Are you still watching football?
Hey, bro. Look. I watch it because I'm betting. but you know, man, me and my wife, she like, she done became a fan because she see me watching this every week and they stressing me. But my loyalty, bro, like I've been loving the Raiders since Charles Woodson was there.
Right. Oh, we all had that jersey. I had a Wheatley jersey.
Yeah, so I'm around with them to the end, man. The good, the bad. One day we're gonna win. Shit.
What do y'all think about them getting rid of Derek Carr?
Honestly, it was time for a change at the end of the day. Like, I mean, he did what he could do. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak for him, but I think he was tired. Like, you've been there 9 years and you lost 9 years, basically. It's time for a change, bro. You got to accept change.
You brought Devontae, though.
That's my dog, man. I love him. I love him. Like, his character seemed like real. Like, you could tell he know what he is, but he's still humble. And that's I think that's me. Like, I know what I could do, but I'm not. I mean, I'm so humble. Everybody be like, bro, you too humble, man.
And then your Ravens got bounced last night against Joe Burrow.
Got bounced. Lost by a touchdown. Good game.
Hopefully we can
third string quarterback.
You think they're going to get Lamar? You think he's going to resign? He didn't travel with the team during the game.
It's tough. I don't think he's coming back.
I hope we could steal him.
Nah, he's going to the Saints, dog.
Y'all, everybody wants Lamar.
Saints gonna get Derek Carr. Think about it. His head coach.
Look. I just want next year to go as terribly as possible, so they fire Dennis Allen and we get Caleb Williams from USC. That's all I'm hoping for.
That'd be dope. But that's his first head coach too.
Right.
And this is a general question I'm asking to the both of you. How do you think our natives take us with my brother here being a Raiders fan and I'm being a Ravens fan?
I mean, I've got a little different perspective because I'm from the New Orleans area. So, like, my grandma had, like, season tickets and whatnot, so I grew up going to games with her and, like, watching games with my dad. So, just being, like, just growing up as a Saints fan, that's how I got into it. But, like, I feel like it might be a little different. Like, even though it's only just 2 hours away, Lafayette to New Orleans, I find more people around here aren't as tight-knit with the Saints as people from the New Orleans area. But you're a traitor regardless.
No.
Hey, they did that to me. I went to the game. I went to the game and they shut us out.
I was going to the game. I love going.
I was at that game.
Oh, you was there. So they shut us out. So and I'm walking back. Me and my wife walking back with I got my jersey on. She got the Raiders thing on, and we walking. It's like, we told y'all come all the way out here just to lose. I'm like, man, I'm just from right here, bro.
I didn't come all the way out.
Come all the way out. I mean, it's cool. Shit.
Good thing you didn't let them know you was just from right here.
Yeah.
But one thing about me, I don't bet against the Saints, and I don't want to see them lose.
Right.
But I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. So if it's like you're fine with the Saints doing well, but if like they're playing the Raiders or playing the Ravens,
it's over.
It's different.
It's go Saints, but
I just can't believe the Ravens are gonna bungle the bag with Lamar, man. Like, dude's a generational talent. Like, give him whatever he wants financially.
I think by this time, Carter, it has to do with the left side, the blocking. Every year he gets hurt from the left side, and I don't know how the coaching staff don't see that. Plus, my backup got hurt. Guess from what?
Left side.
The left side.
So y'all need a left tackle.
Yeah. So I don't.
He ain't coming to the Raiders.
I'm tired of getting hurt. I'm getting hurt. I'm not getting paid. I'm getting hurt. I'm telling you what I need. I'm not getting paid. You want to play poker with me? Like we on the poker room. It was a call tomorrow. And
now RG3 was like tweeting yesterday, but like good for Lamar for sitting because he went like whenever he was with back then the Redskins, he went in during the playoffs without an ACL or like a PCL, and then ended up just like ruining his leg for the rest of his career. Like that rookie year of his was fantastic, and then just going back out there on the field and cutting when you have no ACL just ruined him for the rest of his career. So probably good on Lamar for not playing.
Right. And you know that could put you in a state of depression, man. How do you think those guys' mind is after all that?
Right, that's hard, man. Like honestly, I don't blame him. Like, I wasn't playing. This is my career.
Right.
One mistake and I'm done. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if Lamar can't like cut the way that he does already, like that's half of his game.
Yeah, that is half his game. It is.
Nah.
He has no one to throw it to. Also, we're working with what we got over there.
Yeah.
You got Mark Andrews.
Who?
He messed me up last night. So,
you saw J.K. Dobbins, what he said today?
No, what did he say?
He said that we would have won that game if Lamar played.
They would have. Even Humphrey.
Oh yeah, y'all's the third string one.
Yes.
Shit.
Everybody's getting hurt from the left. That's what I'm telling you, from the left side.
Damn.
He played a good game though, minus the fumble at the goal line, which ended up changing the entire game.
Man, it's too late in your career for that. That's like high school football. Just we gonna dumb it down. High school football, we on the 1 yard line. 2 seconds left. 4th and goal.
Mm-hmm.
And you get stopped on a quarterback sneak.
Dude fumbles it before crossing the goal line. And then the defensive player returned it for a touchdown.
98 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Hurt.
Man, that's crazy.
Ooh, hate to bring up wounds there for you, Pakman.
That was a little domino salt in that one.
Always next year.
Always next year. We all fishing. And Bayou Tesh.
So I got a question for you.
What's up, man?
So what is the 337 missing when it comes to artists that maybe like a bigger market like Baton Rouge or Houston or New Orleans has, like as far as, whether it be support services or like opportunities for artists to kind of make that next step? What is the 337 missing that some of these other areas have?
Honestly, bro, I don't even think we missing nothing.
Really?
I think it's because at the end of the day, you can't. I come from there where we used to blame the DJ and blame this. The people gonna tell you what's hot. So if you stay consistent, you give the people what they want. I mean, it's gonna work. You know what I mean? It's gonna work. Just you gotta stay consistent. And like a lot of people, like I said, they blame the DJs. They blame, man, we ain't got no support back home. We ain't got this. Like you can't make me like Doritos if I don't like them. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very simple.
I mean, that's just what it is. But you stay consistent. Somebody like them. You know what I mean? And just keep doing what you're doing. I promise you're going to get something out of it. That goes back to how I say your success is what you want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you made it, if you feel dropping an album and you getting 500 people to jam it, is that you consider making it, then you made it. Like,
that's true.
But, of course, it took years for me to really understand it. You know what I mean?
That's true. Future endeavors for Jerren Keith.
Well, like I say, I'm still active. Right now I'm working on the Black Rose album. I'm working on a series. It's gonna be called Legacy, and my plan is to drop a EP for 12 months. Every month, drop an EP.
How many songs on the EP?
5 to 8.
Every month?
Every month. Well, from 2020 when COVID came, me and my partners, shout out Broderick and Jay, we got us a studio, and we worked from 2020 till now just doing music. And like I already have like probably like 3-4 albums done. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like this is 12 to 15 songs right here. But what I'm gonna break all that down into EPs, and we're gonna drop that. So I'm still active with the music. I want to do artist development. Like I want to show the young artists like, bro, like this is your sound versus that. Like stay out of that lane. Do this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And building the Trill Society label. Like I say, building the academy we have, the music academy. Building that, and like man, just keep pushing, man. Like I said, the music, the book, the movies. Like I just want to keep working, and that's just what I'm gonna do until the end. That's what I'm gonna do till the end, man.
Gotta continue the quest.
Oh yeah, man. That's it. That's what I'm going to.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm Pakman James.
I'm a Jerren Keith.
AcadianaCasts Network, the Poker Room Podcast, and we out.
This podcast is part of the AcadianaCasts Network. Go to AcadianaCasts.com for more locally sourced content.